Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing a continuation of my power sword guide. This is going to be basically part 2 or the advanced part. So if you haven't seen the first video, I really recommend you go ahead and check it out. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description. Now, today we're going to be covering some extra ways that you can switch your style mid combat, of course. And then I'm also going to be covering damage numbers and breakpoints that you should be looking for, okay? So let's get right into it. Now, it is very important to note that Majori's enemies have about 308 HP and Minori's enemies have about 40 HP. So we're going to be looking for combos that reach these breakpoints, okay? Also, guys, please keep in mind that I'm using this build right here. I have explained already that I think this is the more consistent build. And even on the other build that is going for the top path, you are having a lot of issues actually maintaining that DPS. So it basically means like you will be powered up for like 5 seconds when you start a fight and you change style. And then you are actually just going to have a 5% increase, while on the other option, you will always have a 10% increase. Now, for power style, I'm going to be showing you guys the basic combo. That is 1, 2, 3. Now, that does 19, 19, and 20. For speed style, the basic combo is doing 18, 22, 22, and 23. Then your launch attacks, no matter if it's speed or power, both do only 10 damage. Oh, sorry. Without that, for that. But interestingly, if you do the launch attack on speed style, you will actually be able to link it into speed style 3 and 4. So you can do this. Alright? So that will be 10 for the launch, then 22, then 22. That is about 56 damage. Okay, next up is Power Rake. So Power Rake base does 30 and 30. Now, since we're taking the perk that gives us 50% extra damage on it, it is actually doing 45 and 45. So 45 on the first hit, 45 on the second one. This is very important because 45, of course, is enough to actually one hit kill any minority enemy. So that will always be really, really good, and it's also one of your main DPS options. Last but not least, we've got the Power Whirl. Now, Power Whirl has two parts. So the first part is the spin up, right there. So it's like the wide swing before the jump. That does 40 damage. And the second part, when you actually take the sword to the ground, that does around 38 damage. So a Power Whirl does 78 damage total. Very, very good DPS. And of course, since the first hit does 40 damage, it will usually one hit kill most majority enemies in your wave. So you can pretty much cut through the wave like nothing with this. Now guys, you should already know how to change your style by doing a lunge attack. If you don't, then go ahead and check the previous video. Now, what I'm showing you here is that you can actually change your style while doing your current lunge attack. So I'm going to show it right here. So on the right side, you will see I'm doing the launch attack of my current style, but I'm actually changing to the speed style. Well, on the left side there, what I did is that I just basically did the normal way, right? All right, so here's how you do it. So you should be seeing there on the interface. What you usually will do is you just dodge and then you hold the attack button, right? What you need to do, in this case I mean power, is that you will tap and then hold while you are still in the dodge animation. So I didn't do it correctly there. I did it there. So as you see here, I'm in power, but I did the launch attack of speed. Now I'm going to do the launch attack of power, but I'm going to change the speed. You see? very situational, but here's a cool combo that you can actually do with it. So as you know, after the lunge attack for speed, we actually get these like follow-up stabs, right? Which are the speed style 3 and 4, right there. Well, as we saw in the last video, one of my main combos is power rake into power style hits, so that we send that wave and we do a lot of damage. Well, we can actually go right into this combo by being on speed style and doing the lunge, doing our speed style lunge and then changing to power, then doing one hit and then going right into power rake. So that looks like this. And we're already on the combo. Let me see if I can do that one more time for you guys. So, right there, and the power rake, and I'm on the combo now. So as you can see here, I'm not doing the power combo 1, I'm doing power combo 2, 3, power rake 1, and rinse and repeat pretty much, right? Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about here, I really recommend you go ahead and check the previous video. Now, if you do it the other way, there's really no special effect. So doing this is just like if you want the extra hit. But yeah, very finicky, but you guys might find a use for it. Alright, next up, this is one from you guys. This is a comment on one of my previous videos. Thank you so much, dude, for letting me know about this. So this is bash switching. So this involves our shield bash right here. Now, let me show you this very quickly. Basically, what you can do is that while you're on your shield bash, if you release block, but you still hold attack, you will switch your weapon while doing your shield bash. Just like that. Again, I put on the overlay so you guys can see it. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm blocking first, then I start holding the attack for the shield bash, and then right as the animation is starting, I just release the block button. Oh, there we go. And as he was saying right there on the comment, this is very, very good, especially when you pair it with the perks that we have on the shield bash. So for example, we can pair it with the shield bash giving you melee increase, and there's also this one right here, dealing more damage or sending enemies further, whichever you like. Very, very good tip there. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, next up I'm going to show you a kind of unorthodox method to actually change while you're on the run. So what a lot of people do is actually they just change and then they tap again to the lunge attack, right? So here I'm in speed, right? So if I want to go ahead and engage in power style, I will just hold to change it and then press it very fast to go ahead and change to power, right? And same if I'm in power and I want to go to speed, then I just, and then I continue combos or whatever. Now, what you can do, and this is very slightly faster. If you're having issues with it, just don't worry about it. It is not worth the effort. But what you can do is that you can actually animation cancel this into the lunge attack right away. And it is, as I'm saying, very, very slightly faster. So here I'm in speed. I do, and now I'm in power. So, and now I'm in speed. So the way that you do this is basically you hold the button, right? And then you don't release it and you start holding your parry or your block, right? So you will be running, hold the button, hold the block. See that? Hold the button, hold the block. Then I'm doing it very slow, so you guys can see it. But you can actually do this really, really fast, as you can see here. You can do it almost frame perfect right there. It's like as soon as he takes the sword up, that is enough. You see that? So that is just another advanced tip right there, guys. Um, I usually do this just for fun, uh, but it is technically slightly faster. So if, for example, you're on PvP and you want to change to power because power like staggers enemies in PvP, this is the faster way to do it. Oh, I messed up right there. You need to hold it all the way. There we go. Alright guys, and this is the last thing that I got for you on this video. So, as you might know already, after you parry, you usually have enough time to go ahead and change your style right away. Now, what some people don't realize, and I actually didn't realize this until fairly recently, was pointed out to me by one of the comments, is that actually after you parry, you can actually switch your weapon even if you miss. So usually you will need to hold this animation, right? In which he takes like the sword over his head and everything. But you can actually get rid of that and just, like, since you already messed up, if you want to switch, then you can actually just use that time to at least switch your weapon to the style that you want, right? Even more, if you're using the top row on the perks, this will help you pretty much reactivate that, and that's 20% everything that I got for you guys on this video. If the cooldown is already thank you so much for all the reception on the previous 2 videos, guys. I love reading your comments. I love interacting with all of you, so I really appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a nice one, and as always, if you find something that I haven't covered on either this video or the previous one on the power sword, go ahead and let me know, and I might just make a video about it. Thanks for watching.